It is night time. Strange noises emanate from the corpses as they relax and exhale in their refrigerated lockers in the morgue in Russell's Hall Hospital. They are answered by equally strange calls from the animals on the hillside relocated in Dudley Zoo. Lightning strikes and the drop forge is illuminated eerily for a moment. Welcome to episode 1 of Ocker House of Horror. The museum behind us must be at least unusual, if not unique, in that which it seeks to preserve, the living Black Country, is very much still alive, just a stretch down the road. Let's go and visit the dig. Things are a bit closer to the surface here in the settlement that was recorded in the Doomsday Book as Tiberton. The heat from the coals in those fiery holes has only just faded. Maniac Bill from Ocker Hill is the title of perhaps the finest of the thousands of novels that I never got round to writing. It tells the story of a man who flouts convention to such an extent that he is shunned, persecuted, and then, in an outrageous reversal of fortune, elevated to the status of a god. He dies, of course, in ambiguous circumstances. Or he doesn't, because I never wrote it. When you've finished embroidering the panel of Steve Bull and the one of William Perry, can you stitch me one of some burnished canal-side foliage? There are so many things I want to put on my Tipton quilt. In the 1770s, James Watt built his first steam engine here, and the oil from the pistons and the steam from the funnel and the sulphury glitter of the Industrial Revolution that erupted over the next century with Tipton at its centre combined to form two colours that are only found in these parts: Tipton Rust Red and Tipton Canal Green. You might think I'm making this up, but you'd be wrong. Buildings are rarely tailored to their environments more perfectly than this. The Victorian church, simplified and reimagined as a brick-built barge and blast furnace, housed in a terrace of ecclesiastical nail-making cottages. Please know what I mean. Wicker men and voodoo dollies, the plasticine models of the Osmonds that I made shortly after the release of Crazy Horses, the saints that climb the west front at Rouen Cathedral, the models of One Direction that you can buy in Tesco, and William Perry, the Tipton Slasher. We just can't stop making models of folk. And here it is, the central panel of my Tipton quilt. Tipton Free Library. Sadly no longer a library, but still in the top 20 in Cummings' Great Buildings of the World. Okay, I admit that the section on the West Midlands in Cummings' Great Buildings of the World is a little out of proportion. And don't forget the panel rendered in black country needlepoint pointillism. The geese and the friendlily faded Victoriana of Victoria Park. The B&Q in Cummings World sells these for your garden. I like the art of mosaic. It's a little bit like quilting. Speaking of which, here's another of my panels for my Tipton quilt, the Roman Mosaic Co. Two more panels for the price of one. A Luftwaffe bomb wheeling through the November skies on a night when my father was only 4 months old, and what cannot have been its intended target, the Angle Ring, Bloomfield Road, Tipton. It's appropriate that you can see the lofty heights of Sedgley Beacon from here, for just as Willenhall feels like a sudden clearing in an urban forest, and Netherton clings to Dudley's lower slopes, Tipton has always seemed like the high plains, central to and emblematic of the Black Country.